Hi all, in the last video we have discussed about the human digestive system in detail. Okay, hope you understood the topic. Some more small details are left over. Let us just go on and discuss with those. Okay, so what is the human dentition formula? I told you about the different types of teeth that will be present in the mouth of the human being. So they are, what are those? Those are incisors, canines, premolars and molars. Okay, the human dentition formula of half jaw, that is, if you take half part of your jaw and count the number of teeth, the different types that are there, then you find 2 incisors, 1 canine, 2 premolars and 3 molars towards the half part of the jaw. So that's why the dentition formula is given as 2123 by 2123. Okay, so that is how it is represented, and it is an important MCQ that can be asked in the exams. Then coming to the flow chart of the human digestive system, so how the digestion would go on and what are all the parts, we can just revise it once again. So the food that is loaded will first be put into the mouth. Okay, the mouth region, the open region of the mouth is called the buccal cavity, and then it will go to pharynx, from that to esophagus, then to stomach, then to duodenum. In duodenum there are 2 secretions that are coming in, that is one from liver, which is the bile juice from here, and it is the pancreatic juice, okay, from the pancreas. So that will be poured into the duodenum, and then you have the food moving into small intestine, then to large intestine, then to rectum. Rectum is the fecal tank, it is the fecal tank, okay, storage tank of the feces, and then it will be eliminated through the anus. So this is how simply you can remember the human digestive system in the form of a flow chart. Now coming to where is this pharynx? The pharynx, if you see, if this is the mouth, okay, the food is moving here, this region is called pharynx. So pharynx region, okay, is a common passage for food and air. So pharynx is a region which is the common passage for food and air. Both of them will be traveling through the same part actually. And we have one more important structure here, that is epiglottis. What is this epiglottis? Epiglottis actually is a flap-like structure. So what we will have is, so if you have, okay, your pharynx is there, which is leading into esophagus, that is your digestive system. But in front of pharynx, we have the trachea or the windpipe. So you can see your trachea or the windpipe is there. Behind this, we have the esophagus. So in order to understand what is the function of epiglottis, we need to understand that structure. So epiglottis actually, it is a flap-like structure, a loose flap-like structure, which will be closing your trachea. See, when food is put in the mouth, it is entering into the pharynx, from which it can enter 2 passages. One is the tracheal region, another one is esophagus. So both the tubes will be open. So if the food enters your trachea or the windpipe, what will happen? Constantly you get cough, which is called choking. So choking of the windpipe can occur. If the food enters the windpipe, then choking can occur. You will be constantly coughing till all the particles are expelled out. So in order to prevent that, what will happen? This epiglottis, which is a flap-like structure, will be closing the trachea so that food will be passed, okay, safely into the esophagus. So that is the function of epiglottis. So epiglottis is a flap-like structure which will be closing the larynx region, okay, that is in front of pharynx, so that the food particles will not enter into the windpipe. Otherwise, it will cause choking problem. To avoid that, epiglottis is helping. So that's why even our elders, okay, suggest us not to talk when we are eating. If you talk, what will happen? Epiglottis, which has closed the larynx region, okay, will open if you talk. So when it opens, what will happen? Food particles can enter there and choking is caused. So that's why we are advised not to talk while eating. Okay, you have to sit and eat leisurely, okay, and masticate thoroughly for proper digestion. Okay, so next, moving on to the other concepts, okay, that is about indigestion, why it is caused and how to avoid indigestion. Let us see. So what is indigestion? Difficulty in digesting the food whatever you have taken. Suppose if you have taken more food or any junk food, like that only you are eating without any gap, it will lead to the problems of indigestion. If you eat less fiber containing food and more of junk food, it can lead to the problem of indigestion. More of fried foods, okay, the fat rich foods, all that can lead to indigestion. So the way of expelling, okay, the undigested content from your body is vomiting. So vomiting occurs because of the process which is called as reverse peristalsis. What it is called? It is called reverse peristalsis. It is called reverse peristalsis. Peristalsis. What is this peristalsis? Peristalsis is the process. Peristalsis is the process by which the food will be moving, okay, down from one part to another part in the alimentary canal normally. So that is called the normal peristalsis. By contraction and relaxation of the muscles, the food will be pushed down from one part to another part, from mouth to esophagus to stomach and all. So in all the parts of the alimentary canal, peristalsis movements would take place, which will assist in digestion. But when digestion is not at all proper, when there is lot of indigestion, your body tries to expel that food out by the process of vomiting, which will be called reverse peristalsis. If peristalsis is this way, reverse will be the opposite way, because of which the food will be coming out through the mouth. Okay, so that is called reverse peristalsis, in which, okay, vomiting will occur. So vomiting is the reflex which occurs under the control of medulla oblongata in the brain region. Okay, it's an automatic reflex. Then coming to serious indigestions, that is, if there is indigestion, chronic indigestion from many days, okay, it can lead to problems like stomach and duodenal ulcers. Okay, so in the previous video, I told how ulcers can occur. That is, the hydrochloric acid which is present in the stomach, it will attack the linings of the stomach and it can produce, okay, the ulcers, okay, which will be wound-like developments that will take place in the stomach and duodenum, okay, that will cause severe digestion-related problems and also lot of sufferings, okay. So sometimes even ulcers can be caused by infection with a bacteria which is called as Helicobacter pylori. It is called Helicobacter pylori. The bacteria is called as Helicobacter pylori. Okay. So this particular bacteria, if it attacks, okay, your stomach linings, it can cause, okay, infection, and that can also lead to ulcer problems. Okay. Then next, usually ulcers are found in hurried and worried people. So those who are more anxious, always running behind one activity to another activity without any gap in the middle and always over anxious, in such type of people usually we find these ulcerations which are more common. Okay, and then so how to avoid this problem of indigestion is, you should have, okay, your diet which is very simple, and it should be a balanced diet with all the nutrients, that is carbohydrates, proteins, fats, enough water, fiber, everything should be sufficient in your food. Also, you should eat your food in a leisurely way, not looking at the mobile or looking at the TV. Okay, so sit somewhere coolly, okay, and try to relish the dishes that are made. Chew your food very slowly, eat leisurely, so that mastication is done properly and even your saliva can act better on the food particles that are present in the mouth. Usually they say that every bite you keep in your mouth, you should chew 32 times to make an effective digestion. Okay. Then next you have is thorough mastication. So we should masticate our food thoroughly, using all the teeth slowly. You should grind your food. Then you should avoid violent exercises after eating. So immediately after eating, if there are small children, usually they may bend down and up and do all other such type of exercises. Okay, but even you also should try to avoid any violent exercises after eating food. Okay, you can take a walk here and there so that your food gets adjusted for some time, a brief walk of 5 to 10 minutes, and then take rest. Okay, then you should avoid, okay, violent exercises. You should drink plenty of water. Okay, when you should drink plenty of water, you should not drink water while eating usually. Okay, when you drink water during eating, what will happen? It will dilute your digestive juices and your digestion will not be efficient. For that, after eating food, give a half an hour break and have plenty of water, so that it will facilitate good bowel movements, that is good motion. Okay, so even Chandrababu Naidu will be doing like this. So happiest person in the world is one who will pass their motion properly. So you should pass your motion properly. Good bowel movement should be there, and that will be facilitated only when you take enough water into your system along with the food. So be the happiest person, drink plenty of water. Also do take enough roughages in the food so that you have free motion and the problem of indigestion could be avoided. Then coming to vomiting, vomiting is due to reverse peristalsis. There is a type of vomit which is called the bilous vomit, or it is called the liverish vomit. So which is a green color vomit that will occur when you eat more fat containing food and your liver is not able to emulsify that fat. So we have learned that liver helps in emulsification of fat. When the liver is unable to emulsify the fat, then the vomit will be green in color and it will be called the bilous vomit or the liverish vomit. Okay, so these are some of the other details associated with the digestive system. Okay, then moving on to different steps that are associated with the process of digestion, let us just discuss with the steps that are involved in digestion. So let us quickly discuss about the different stages in digestion. So what are the different stages in digestion we have? So first one is ingestion. Ingestion is keeping the food in the mouth, is what is called ingestion. So ingestion is followed by the food will reach the stomach through all the different parts, and then what will take place is digestion. So ingestion followed by that is digestion, followed by that is absorption. Absorption will take place through the villi, okay, of the small intestine, if you remember. Then we have is assimilation. What is assimilation? Assimilation is when the nutrients that got absorbed into your system, when they give energy to your body, okay, that is what is called assimilation. After assimilation, the undigested food will be sent out. It is called egestion or it is called defecation. Okay, so defecation or egestion is very, very important, equal to the ingestion process. So whatever you eat, it should be assimilated and all the undigested food should be eliminated out. Otherwise, there will be problem always. So hope you all, okay, will be happy moving your hand always like this. So have free bowel movements, have enough fiber in the food, and try to avoid the problem of constipation. So what is constipation? Lack of free motion is called constipation. So if you go on eating the junk food and if you don't follow the rules properly, if you are not masticating the food properly, okay, if you are not drinking enough water, it will lead to, okay, tough stools. Your stools will not come out easily, which is called constipation. So avoid constipation, have enough roughages, eat all types of fruits and vegetables, particularly with the peels, wash them well and eat them, and have plenty of water and be happiest person in the world. Okay, so be the happiest person, pass your stools regularly. Okay, thank you.